Alright, you guys, we're going to try to go on X and on YouTube here. So if you want to follow me on X, my X account is iceman14589 on X. And we're also simultaneously on our YouTube stream, which is Politics Out West. So welcome to my X account. I wasn't going to go on X tonight, but I have a funny feeling that my other situation is not streaming to optimal situation. So if you want to go to see me on X, it's iceman14589 on X, and we're reconnecting on YouTube right now. So we're live on YouTube at YouTube Politics Out West on YouTube.com. We got a little queefer antagonist.
So why are you guys over here? You are also.
We'll hope for the best, but check out the city auditor's website. It's interesting. I might do it again too. The only problem is once you're on their list, they never let you off the list. I was saying earlier, I used to promote boating safety and try to get everybody to do wear life jackets, right? That was why I started. And then I stopped kind of doing that. But I still get these things every quarter. It's like, oh, you need to register or report your lobbying activity.
Well, they want the money probably.
Yeah. I don't know you have to pay anything, but if you are getting paid, I mean, technically, if you spend more than 8 hours, apparently you're supposed to do it. So I wonder if we all should be doing it, or if our First Amendment rights is different. But it would be great for you guys because you guys can kind of, I think, get organized in a different way that may be a lot more effective and give you guys a little bit more clout. Same with our people too, and that way would make people kind of formulate their arguments a little bit better. See what happens. Yeah, it was, and I know some people that have had some problems. I know. I tried to. Well, I do this because I was always going this way, and everybody said I need to go this way. So I'm trying to do both.
What do you stream to YouTube?
Yeah, I've got all let's see, I've got 3 people on YouTube and 39 people on X. So I'm not making a big impact, but keeps me busy, right?
Yeah, man.
All right, guys. See you later. So those are some of our Tiefer, I want to call them friends, but then we get into this where we get people like in these confrontations, and they get everybody, yelling at each other with megaphones and yelling at each other with speakers.
I almost heard you saying something. What?
Everybody kind of squaring off over here. We got people in black bloc.
Sorry, say that one more. I couldn't hear you.
We got people with
Sorry,
signs.
wait, who are you talking to? I couldn't hear you.
There's an older lady. A lot of older people here, but there's a lot of younger people here too. So we'll see what happens.
One more time. I almost heard you say something.
So we're here over here at Antifa Corner. Here's an example of some of the. They've just completely covered these signs with graffiti and stuff, which I don't agree with. But at the same time, they're trying to build some bridges here if we can. Trying to turn people away from the violence that goes on. But take a look at this. I mean, what's weird is that the city of Portland has completely capitulated and given in to this mob mentality. They don't send people down here. We've actually had patriots come down here and clean all this stuff off, and they come right back out here and put up this Antifa, fuck Trump, fuck ICE nonsense. So it's really disappointing as someone who lives in the city to see all this, but what are you going to do if the city doesn't protect you? What I was telling these guys over here is that, we should be, all of our viewpoints should be heard by the city. The city should have a round table. They should take all the viewpoints and be able to get input, but they listen to the mob mentality way too much, and, that leads to violence. That leads to guys like this. This guy's actually a local business owner, and he's a very articulate person, from what I can see on his online profile. But he comes out here and he just acts and sounds like an idiot all the time. And he uses, it's just silly. It's silly. Instead of having a dialogue, they come out here and they yell and scream at each other. So go figure. Anyway, that's what we're up against. They call him a megaphone. We call him a megaphone. How you doing?
So you really chose khakis the witch a bit?
So it's funny because the witch has gotten a lot more vocal here
It's a
lately.
little weird, man. You're right, you're just about to do your freshman year of hazing for your frat. Hell, Kappa Epsilon, forever! I bet your favorite game to play is Soggy Biscuit, and you love finishing last.
We've got multiple megaphones out here tonight.
Thank you, sir, man. Have another.
Here we've got the Patriots on the left and the Peepers on the right. They're having some dialogue here that may escalate. It looks like the kind of thing that would typically escalate in a situation like this, but we've got lots of people here just kind of standing around observing what's going on. And then the real activity is across the street there. We're all the way across the street. These ladies, people are very vocal screamers. These are the kind of people that remind me of what's going on in Minnesota.
It does look like Blake Twice. It kind of does look like about him. If you look at his
I
knees,
know it's generational and all.
if you look at his knees, his knuckles seem to be a little rough in the knees. Hey, you know, we're fine with that. Our side is okay with that. If you want to get down and, you know, put your shoulders down and ass up, we're okay with that. You should come over here. We don't think there's anything wrong with homosexuality. Did you see that I could light my cigarette without issue? And you're struggling to light yours? Still different. Board.
This guy's usually pretty vocal with me. He's been ignoring me lately. He's giving me a complex.
Like Donald Trump does. You're doing the mental lean, dude. It's a little off-putting. It's very off-putting.
Fuck eyes, fuck you, fuck eyes, fuck you, fuck eyes.
Well, there's that. So the Trentifa Witch has become more and more active lately in the last couple of weeks. Before, he wasn't even out here, but in the last month or so, he's been out here quite a bit. These are the guys who are supposed to be the Quakers and the peacemakers, but they're not really peacemakers. They're more Antifa protectors than anything else. So that's what's happening there. Somebody's got their shield over there. I think that's a shield. Either that or they're going sledding. One of the two. I don't know which one. Got the shield against the fence next to the juggler. There's a juggler. I think he's setting a world record here. We should go ask him what his juggling record is. He just stopped, so I guess he ended the record. It's like to say the F word here. Alright, well this is interesting. So those guys on that side of the street are flashing their signs to these guys on this side of the street, and they're all on the same side, so go figure. Doesn't seem to make a lot of sense because they're all yelling at basically a dark building, but apparently they think they're making progress here. I don't know. Kind of makes me wonder what the point is, to be honest with you. If they're over there and we're over here. How you doing, young man? You still not talking to me? I'm hurt. This guy used to yell at me all the time with his megaphone, and now he doesn't even talk to me anymore, so I don't know what's going on. It's giving me a complex, to be honest with you.
Once again, I got a hairline check from
This witch, honestly, he can talk your ear off. He'll talk for hours, so talking to him is like kind of like he's like talking to Chandler or Jaws, and I haven't seen Chandler out tonight or Jaws. Jaws is a guy from Iran who comes out here and he'll talk, and then there's also There's also Chandler,
This
who will
song
go
goes
off
out
and
to
on.
that dog killing bitch Christy No.
Dog
Fuck
killer.
Christy, no.
There they go. There they go. Now they're on Christy Nome. Dude, that guy will talk your ear off. He's like Chandler and you know, who's the other guy? The Iranian guy? Jaws, we call him. Those three, if you sit there and let them talk, they will talk to you for hours and hours and hours. Honestly, you gotta, I mean, how long? I've been over here, even talking to you for like half an hour. And he gets very, very animated. Of course, he's a radio talk show, so I guess they're used to talking to themselves.
Oh, I got a little too close. I'm getting lightheaded from the BO.
I haven't seen this guy before. He's the new megaphone, the new mouth of the megaphone. We used to, Iceman used to bring his megaphone out, but I don't bring my megaphone out anymore.
Still having trouble keeping it lit. If that's not a telltale of what your dick does.
This guy is a non-Christian believer, and he's telling people, he's preaching Bible beliefs. Go, try to make sense out of someone who's not a Christian talking about the
Claims to know
Bible.
the Bible, but he only knows the part that he likes. Dog
Where
wants
does the Bible
to
say
fail.
anything about white men needing a gun to be powerful?
Wow, okay.
I'd be really embarrassed to say I'm a man of God and then not know the Bible.
Are they intimidated about his personal protection device?
Calling him out for that.
Oh, he's upset. He's fucking
They're
away.
quoting Bible verses
Here we
and
go,
expecting
here we
us to
go.
be able to combat every little direction.
Crazy.
And I just think it's not worth talking. It's not even worth
I can see your
debating
fucking-
him.
I was gonna say that guy will talk to you for hours. Him, Chandler, and Jaws are the three biggest talkers on the left. They will not stop if you allow them to talk to you. I'm gonna go
out and making it happen.
back
tonight,
at it,
guys.
buddy. Back
I'm-
at it.
I'm
Even
happy
with
to see you
even
tonight,
with
man.
this is
And
my
he's going rogue.
my
too.
power
He's going
here.
around injured
Yeah.
and going
Got their
rogue
warning.
without any protection.
Watch
Dude,
your
you
six,
got
bro.
just- Yeah,
Watch your
man.
six. Look behind you. They
Watch your
got
six.
coming up behind you.
Yeah, you do.
Watch out. He's
Because
behind
they
you.
will fucking
Dive for cover. Code 4.
We like to say that.
Yeah.
Hey, who are you? I haven't seen you out here before.
Oh, I've been out here a lot.
Have you? Has he been
Yeah,
out here
you're just
before?
not very observant.
I've seen him before. Yeah, that's probably right. I'm an old man. I'm a grandpa, so
Yeah, I'm
what can
not
you
very
say?
observant of your surroundings. Oh.
So, how's
I don't
the
know which phone to look at. I feel so famous. Can't believe I'm in front of a whole 17 people. This is like, oh, get my good angle? Get my bad angle?
Hey, get the bike.
I'm gonna go over under the thing here. It's starting to rain again. We're gonna share their covers. So the Reach people give them their protection. So we're gonna share their protection here. We're gonna go under the protection of the protection. There's Jordy in the inflation station. Hey, Jordy.
It's just because it's got all the flexibility.
Mind if I share your cover here? I don't like getting wet.
Yeah, go for it.
No pun intended. Okay. No jokes about that. Oh, you do have. I was gonna say, where's your violin? You gonna play the violin tonight?
Well, I took it out. Was trying to play it a little bit earlier. It doesn't work so well in the rain.
I was gonna say, you don't want to have it out in the rain, do you?
Well, that's why I got a cheap one. I got like I talked to the violin shop and talked to them about it, and I told them that I wanted to make Ice listen to me learn violin.
What did
And
they
thought
say?
it was hilarious. And I went into the shop and they're like, "Look, you don't want to one of our violins. You're gonna be out in the rain."
Really? Yeah.
Just
You
get
gotta
a
get
cheap one
a
off
cheesy one.
Facebook.
You gotta get a sticker or something that says "Violence is not an answer." I thought that'd be a good one. I played the accordion, but now that I got a bad wrist, I have to give it a rest for a while. So I was gonna come out and join you with some bad accordion playing. We could start a band or something. A polka band.
That's what the people at the violin shop were hoping, is that it would catch on, and that's what I wanted to have, like 20 people out here. 20
Wouldn't that be
people.
crazy? Well, that actually happened for a while, right? But then that poor lady got too close and she got arrested. Remember? She was playing the band, what was it, the Banana Band or whatever? Were you out here that weekend?
I don't think I was. was. That must have been when I was getting my license.
They had like a real band of people, and they all had banana costumes on. But then, you know, that was when ICE was coming out and being really aggressive, and they arrested this one lady, and I think she ended up going to jail for a couple days. Well, there you go. We got a guitar. Hey, your guitar's getting wet. You gotta.
Well, fucking Indian land anyhow.
Some people are so hostile. So I've changed my attitude now. My whole attitude is there's got to be a middle ground. We can all agree to disagree. We can all find a way to get along. You've got your perspective. I've got my perspective. Why do we all have to be so hostile with one another? No more punching. No more violence. Violence, not violence. That's my new motto. Violence, not violence. So what you're seeing here is like you're seeing more and more tourism. I'm in the belly of the beast right here. I'm right around the corner from the inflation station. This is usually a very dangerous place, but since I've taken a less antagonistic point of view, I've got I'm not getting beat up as much as I used to. Well, I still have people giving me stink eye all the time and people checking out what's going on. Hey man, come over here. Stay out of the rain. How's it going out there? Getting a little bit
going.
It's pretty slow tonight, which I guess is good, right?
There's a crazy lady out there.
You should have been. I saw her right now. That's her whole dialogue. We went to the mayor's house today, and that got spicy for a while. Can you believe it? They were like, and he wasn't even home.
I wish I could have been there, but I was at work. I was watching it for a little while.
I got up.
They were pretty much just blocking Tommy from the beginning.
Yeah, they were swarming
like doing the umbrellas, and it's like you couldn't get. I mean, sometimes you got around them, but it's like that's basically what the whole thing was. Which kind of was like kind of crazy that they'll go that hard to block him.
That's why I went out there, because I couldn't tell how many people were there with him. But when I got there, you know, there were 3 or 4 Patriots, but they were definitely outnumbered, and Tommy was just walking around, and yeah, they had 3 or 4 people with those umbrellas just completely, you know, blocking. And you would think that they would want some publication, they would want to get their word out, but they block you from showing what's going on. So what's the whole point of marching and protesting if you don't get people covering what you're doing, right? I mean, he wasn't being hostile, he wasn't being, you know, overly vocal, he was just walking along with the group.
They went, I mean, that was too much, what they were doing with the umbrellas.
Hey, Richard's coming across the street. What do you think he would do if he came over here and I was sitting in his chair? This is Richard's chair here.
Be careful sitting in that chair. That's disgusting. He's got bed bugs.
That's right. We don't want to sit in Richard's chair because he's got bed bugs. So we got to watch out for the bed bugs. Good tip. So we're down here.
I'm on it.
Richard's.
I've just figured out that
Richard's looking over this way. He sees Iceman, so he's not coming to his chair. He doesn't like being around the Iceman too much. He's going to go the other direction. He wants to come sit down, but he sees me over here by his chair, so he doesn't want to come over here and confront the Iceman. Richard and I go back months. I told myself I would be not too antagonistic, so I'm trying not to antagonize today. The only reason I'm standing here is because it's undercover and the rain started up again, and I don't want to get my phone wet. Not Tina Kotex, you can see him coming over here. He's got a fancy little gadget. He's got like an umbrella, and then he's got a cohort with him that's keeping an umbrella over him, so they are well protected by the rain. I saw a black conservative preacher, but I don't know where he went to. He was over here. There's the famous, infamous chicken, friend of the mayor and city council. I didn't see him today at the mayor's house, which is a surprise because I thought he was friends with everybody on the city council. But I guess we can go over here. It's undercover here, so we can be over here. I need to be undercover so I don't get rained on, but you gotta back up here. I like to stand here, but I like to have my back protected because I don't like to stand too close to Antifa and have people come up and sneak up behind me. So we're here because there's a cover up there, so we can keep under cover and try to keep a little bit dry. But it's never safe. So what's funny is this group over on this side is showing their signs to this group over on this side, and they're both on the same side. And over there, they've all got their backs towards the ice building, so they're not even protesting the ice building. There's literally been, have you guys seen any activity in the ice building? Nobody's come out, nothing happening. They're all just yelling at a dark blank building, right?
We did see him come out right before you got out, but it was only a couple.
That's crazy. Well, I think that they've got the orders to have more of a stand down approach. So it's funny because all these guys are showing their signs to all these guys, and they're all on the same side. So what's the point? I don't know. Not that there has to be a point. The reason I'm standing here is because I'm trying to stay dry. Trying to stay dry. But we're definitely in hostile territory. There's a lot more of them than there are of us, that's for sure. They're having some food over here. They've got some music. They're all congregating. They're having some good community. And we're just here observing.
Let's hear it for Lisa, and let's hear it for all of our clergy members who are out here feeding the revolution. And let's hear it for our comrades who are fighting and dying in the streets.
They like that word comrade a lot.
We are never going to quit, no matter how long they've got us in the streets.
What's this guy say?
And then die on the side while they stand for a woman getting pushed.
Going one way, the wrong way on a one-way street. You should let your dog drive.
We're out here for our friends and neighbors, our immigrant friends and neighbors. We are never going to quit. We're going to bring it back.
Good, good, good. Well, here's one of our fake clergy over here who doesn't want to, so much for not mixing religion with politics, right? I'm trying to understand where I'm not going to get so wet. I'm not supposed to get my cast wet, but here we are. So there's a pretty big group on both sides of the street today. These guys are showing their signs to these guys, and these guys are all having snacks. It's like a big super protest, a Super Bowl protest. It was not raining earlier, but now it's raining. Hey Richard, who's going to win the Super Bowl? Seahawks. Seahawks, all right. Go Hawks. Richard has got the most.
Hey, Shane, Grandpa Mag is right behind you.
Yep. He's referring to me, I guess. That's his coy term for me, Grandpa MAGA.
I don't think he's great. I think he doesn't like you.
Oh, he's all right. We get along. You know, people can have contrary opinions and still not have to not like each other.
Depends on what the opinions are.
Okay, I'll let you have that. This guy's over here being, what do you call that? Passive aggressive. Don't be ice out. I think these two are a couple. The skateboarding bear and the purple unicorn. I think they have a romantic relationship going on. I hate to know how that all works out, but apparently that's what happens. So we've got 4 congregating points. We've got the train or trolley station. We've got the auto yard. We've got the ice facility. And we've got the inflation station. So very busy with sweepers tonight. I would say it's a mix of older people and younger people. Here's a crazy person with their car. People like to come here and show their speed. This guy's got his crock pot in a wagon. God knows what he's got there. Looks like they're heading home. All right, we're gonna head down to Patriot Corner, guys. Let's see how we're doing. Thank you to the 352 people. Hey, let's see. Ha 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 ha. Shane Noakes. Noakes. I haven't seen Noakes. Maybe I'm right by him. I don't know it. I've literally got 2 people on YouTube. So, Steve Oatley, if you're listening, don't fire me. Help me figure it out. But I might get fired. There's a lot of people out here that are much more proficient at doing this, but they don't have the same commentary that the Iceman has. They don't have the same relationship building perspective. They don't have the same approach, and we've all got different camera angles and perspectives that we use. There's good old Tinkerton. He's a hardcore guy. Hey Tink, I'm curious, what do you got in the backpack?
That's my new battery pack.
Oh man, that's a big battery. That's
It's-
to keep until Kingdom Come.
About 6 to 12 hours is what the setup estimates, and I've not killed it yet.
Did you see Antifa down in LA went up behind the Fox News reporter and cut their wire?
Cut wires, yeah. That's what I made sure of. If anything, it's a little USB cable that they're getting to, and that's it. They're not getting
Good.
anything else.
Good man.
Everything else is wireless coming off of that.
Hey, you're badass, dude. It's funny how sometimes you're in your protection mode and sometimes you're in your live stream mode, right? Because you can't do both at the same time.
From streaming because I've got to do some budgeting. So I do plan to be going back to security for at least a couple weeks going forward.
It just depends on what the situation. It's pretty quiet tonight, right?
Numbers is the half of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if I wasn't live streaming, I'd have a camera to be able to make sure to catch recording, so that way we have more footage of what they do.
I still want to get you out to my home office studio and have you help me set that up, man. I've got all this equipment. I bought all this Elgato streaming equipment.
Okay.
It's hundreds of dollars and stuff, and it's just sitting there semi-connected, and I've got to figure out how to do it. But if I do that,
to get your uses.
Yeah.
Once you have the projects or the workload that requires that. Again, if you need a notepad, you just press a button and it opens up.
I would go from being a streamer to a restreamer. I kind of like being out here more than I like being home in the office, because the last thing I like to do is sit at the computer all day.
And I think it is a next step to editing, because again, those buttons can help you edit.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they and screen view and everything.
Yeah.
And I've got a teleprompter and all that. What?
I'm in Milwaukee.
Oh, okay. Okay. And you have wheels, right? You have a car?
Public transit.
How do you get down here?
Public transit.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I can come pick you up one of these days.
We can talk more in the
We'll have to
same
talk
manner.
about it.
The thought process is going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow is a meeting.
Okay, at 7 o'clock? 7 o'clock?
Once that's subject matter,
I'll
we'll
text you
have
my
some.
phone number. So
We'll have
we can
some.
touch each other.
Yes, sir.
We have a direct connect. Yeah, dude. All right, I appreciate you.
Very
And hey,
welcome.
don't let your background. I know a lot of people
I
kind of.
know, I got-
I have an ex-wife. She does the same shit to me, and they make these charges and they're totally overblown. So
be it.
you're good. You're good with Iceman.
I'm just blessed.
110%, man.
I'm blessed with a gift.
I'm glad-
People give me the opportunity to show the change.
I'm glad to know you. All right, man. That's Tinkerton. Tinkerton's good people. He's had a little bit of a sordid past. I think a lot of these people have had a little bit of a sordid past, but they're doing pretty good. Josh, you're being quiet. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I'm just hanging out tonight.
Good. I know the feeling. I'm supposed to be restreaming for a guy back in Tennessee, but I think he might have fired me because I only have 2 people on YouTube. I tried to do YouTube so I could go horizontal instead of vertical. This is X and this is YouTube, but I think I got YouTube all fucked up. I gotta figure that shit out. I'm a boomer, bro. What do you expect?
This is the greatest nation on earth, and we get to decide who comes and who goes. And the illegals gotta go. We gotta get them all out.
Deport every illegal.
Deport every illegal.
Oh, we got a chicken. Chicken alert. Or what is that? A rooster?
Rooster.
It's a giant cock.
Person riding the cock.
Hello, big cock rider.
Is your mom proud of you? Look how you look.
At least I'm not riding a cock. Thank you. All right, I haven't had my stream breakdown for an hour and 22 minutes, so that's progress. The problem is I've literally got one person on YouTube, so I think I have a setting down. I have a setting problem. I'm figuring it out, but the reason I want
YouTube works better for vertical.
Well, see, the thing is that so X is vertical and this is horizontal, and the reason I decided to go with YouTube tonight is because I want to do it in horizontal. But I think I have it set up on private instead of public, which is why it's not doing it. A guy's supposed to be restreaming me back in the East Coast, but I have a feeling he's not restreaming me. Otherwise, there'd probably be more people there. So if you're all out there listening to me in Tennessee or around the country, Iceman's trying to figure it out. I'm a little bit of a boomer, but at least we got horizontal. At least we got a horizontal setting. I'm gonna go across the street there because across the street is I can jaywalk. The cops used to bust you for jaywalking, but there's literally no cops out here anymore. So the hell with it. So I'm gonna go over here because there's a cover, and I have a cast on my right hand, my right wrist, so I'm not supposed to get it wet. I'm doing pretty good so far. I'm not getting it wet, but I'm not supposed to be getting it wet. Where we are, that's Patriot Corner across the street. This is Tommy Corner here. Everything dies down as soon as you get across the street, but you can imagine some of the people in these apartments probably don't appreciate this on a nightly basis. You can run your horn according to the Portland noise ordinance until 10 p.m. Tommy knows to turn it off at 10 p.m. But until 10 p.m. he gets it going pretty good. Poor Tommy. He wants to be down there so bad, but he's got a court restriction that says he can't go within 200 feet of the ice facility. So if we wonder why Tommy's not there, it's because he can't be there until he gets his court stuff worked out. Let's ask him. Let's see how long it's going to take to get that court stuff worked out. So Tommy, if you talk to your lawyer, you go up back in at the end of the month, right?
I talked to him. He emailed the DA like 3 different times at this point, and he hasn't got back to him. And he's supposed to come at us with some kind of option for a deal.
So you personally haven't had any direct communication with anybody in the DA's office? It's going through your attorney?
It's my attorney.
You know that if you had gone with a public attorney, do you know that there are no public defenders in Oregon? So the Oregon Supreme Court just ruled that
I know, it's crazy.
If you had a public defender and they didn't give you a public defender, they would have to drop all the charges against you. But because you paid for a lawyer, you have to go through the system.
That's
Can you believe
wild,
that?
Bro.
It is so stupid.
That's so disgusting.
It's so crazy.
That's so disgusting.
They just made that ruling, but that's a problem.
That too. That is absolutely wild.
That's
bro.
a problem with Dan Rayfield, the Attorney General. He's spending all this time and money suing Trump on the Trump administration instead of making lawyers available for people. So the people that don't get justice aren't just the people that have been charged with crimes. They're the victims of those crimes because they don't get any justice. Right.
And they're bullshit misdemeanors.
It's total bullshit.
They missed a long fucking time.
Absolutely. Tommy's getting lawfare against him.
Trump train!
You guys gotta love Tommy. all,
I can feel the concrete in my feet vibrating.
Tommy,
Wheel and smart don't belong in the same sentence.
dude, you're amazing. Of all the people in this 2-block radius, you're down here all by yourself. Yet you're the most loved and the most hated person of this entire 2 blocks of group here, dude.
At this point in Portland,
We fucking love you, man.
they hate me.
Are you gonna run for Congress? Are you still thinking about it, or have you guys decided not against it? I was thinking the last 2 weeks, those 2 things with your eye and people getting attacked, we could have. Oh no. I'll go give him some shit for you. Iceman's on the move. We're gonna go down here and give Tommy a little defense. I know I'm supposed to be not antagonizing today, which I'm trying not to be antagonizing, but it's just in my blood to be a little bit of a heckler. We do a little trolling. We call it a little bit of trolling. That's what we do. Watch Richard. As soon as Richard sees me coming, so he walks away because he knows he doesn't want to talk to me. They're literally down here covering their ears. He's the most hated person in this entire 2-block radius. Oh. All right, we're back at the inflation station with these guys. I don't blame them for being under the cover here. We can't be by the music though, because then we turned off our YouTube. That's another reason why we have our X. So there's 436 people on X, thank you X, and 1 person on YouTube. I have a funny feeling I'm doing something wrong with YouTube, but at least on YouTube, I've got my horizontal stream. So we will see what happens. All right, we're gonna go across the street. Maybe that DJ will let me stand under his tent and stay dry. You guys think I'll be able to stand with the DJ and stay dry? I don't think so. It actually stopped raining a little bit here, so we got a little bit of a break from the rain. We'll go say hi to Richard. Watch him run away. When he sees me coming, he's gonna run away. Costin's got a horn. Yeah, Costin's got a horn. Boo. How do you like this, Richard? You having fun tonight? Another Saturday night in Portland. Agreeing to disagree. You gotta love it. At least they're agreeing to disagree.
What was that?
At least they're agreeing to disagree. They're having fun with it.
I love basketball. Kids too. We're gonna keep.
He's got an audience.
Revolution Radio in the meantime.
He still doesn't know how an air compressor works.
There's pretend media. He better watch his ears. He doesn't like his ears. Girl, hold my earrings. Hey, what is that? Is that? I thought it was a pig, but is it like an amoeba?
It's an axolotl. It's a aquatic lizard.
Oh, I learn something new every day. An aquaxolotl. Never heard of that.
You in a bucket of shit. Goddamn bucket.
Still doesn't know how an air compressor works.
I feel like supporting ICE is a lot like kissing your mom on her boyfriend's birthday. It's fucking gross. Gross. And to all the ICE agents up there, I know there's one of you, but this is not a joke.
Axolotl, thank you. Can you believe that? An axolotl.
Who's not your fiance anymore is because of me. That's 100%
Costin
true.
loves his horn.
Thank you.
That's right, ICE Insurance, guess what? We get pussy because we're revolutionaries and we love our friends and neighbors. You all are full of hate. We're full of love for our friends and neighbors. That's why
There's
you
BCP.
lose. That's why we're gonna win.
I was just assaulted by an axolotl.
Yeah, suck that face like sucking some dick.
So we're here at the gate of the ice building. Another Saturday night in Portland. Yelling and screaming at a dark, empty building. They're up there having a good time, probably drinking some beers or something. This is the second time we've done this today.
Do you think he knows his air horn is helping our cause? Well, you know what they say, you're not doing a good job, man. You don't know how to use your air compressor. Did you not read the instructions? Oh wait, you can't
Hey, did you guys make your signs together because you both have the same letters? They're very creative signs. I like your signs. They're very colorful. I went to the store to buy material to make a sign, and all the materials were gone because everybody's making signs everywhere. And I started to make a sign, and I ran out of letters, and I went back to get more letters, and they didn't have any letters. So my sign is at home. It says, like, resist is futile. It just didn't work out. But very colorful. I like it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Live and learn, live and learn.
And back. It's going to get a little more sunny.
I can't hear you, the horn's too loud, sorry. I can't hear you, the horn's too loud.
Did you get permission?
Stop that air horn. Stop the location.
You will be assimilated.
I don't think space aliens can copyright a saying.
But a company that made the show.
I literally did not know that until when you guys told me that. I just was saying it. I'm an old dude, so I only watch the original Star Trek with like Captain Kirk and Spock. I haven't seen like the new Borgs and stuff. Dude, I go back to the 60s. I go way back. But I do know making so #1. That's a good saying. And 7 of 9. I know 7 of 9. He's hot. That's all I knew from the new Star Trek though. I haven't had any Borgs come up and sue me though. Not yet.
We're going to keep it rolling with Revolution Radio. We got to put your voice on the cue. And before I do that, can I get a fuck eyes? Fuck eyes! Fuck eyes! Fuck eyes!
Revolution Radio. That person is literally riding a cock over there.
He says that air horn sucks because he doesn't know how an air compressor works. He does not understand the mechanism behind what he's trying to do.
There goes Richard. He likes the crowd. He likes to join the crowd. You guys want to go down here and see the memorial? Here's the memorial for all the dead people. I think these two people over here are dead because they've been here for like a while. Those are mannequins, aren't they? Those are not people. Right. They've been there. I'm like, they haven't moved. Either they're dead or they're mannequins. Those are mannequins. Protesting mannequins. Can you guys believe this? Look at this. I thought these were real people. That's tricky. I thought those were real people. They're mannequins over there. I just figured that out.
I mean, better late than never. Welcome to the party.
I'm slow. Are they going to go sledding, or what's that for? Or is that a shield? Hey. Hey, you guys. Hey. Hey. Hey, you guys. Hey. Wake up. Hey. Hey, you guys. We better call 911 for these guys.
No, they're Brutus. They're fine.
Has the medic checked them? Have you checked their pulse?
They're Brutus. They're really good at just scaring.
I think we should call 911. Get it? Juan? That's a joke.
Yeah, it's a racist joke. You probably shouldn't do that.
Free mask. Yeah. That's a good idea. Someone should drive through the black chick apartment. Yeah, I haven't seen her tonight.
Have you seen such dedicated Buddhists? Like, these two are the most amazing.
No, but
I mean, they got you believing they're mannequins, right?
If I need a gas mask, I know where to go. I know somebody who doesn't need it.
Gas mask, put it under a TRO.
Exactly. Oh,
why would you need a gas mask?
I actually knew what that abbreviation meant, so I'm not as dumb as I look. You know, what happened to my sign, though? Did you find my sign? Somebody took it yesterday. I'm still looking for it. I know. It's a little crazy. There's a lot of pointless stuff going on over here. Look at this poor lady. She likes to say the F word. Should we block? Should we block for Shane?
You're a fascist.
Call me what you want, King Fucker!
So are you really out of breath from walking?
No, it's great exercise, actually. This is not a very flattering view of this protester, I will say that.
It's a very flattering view of her, sir. And that's all you can do is think of the objectification of people. You're a creep. He's still holding his little pepper spray. So instead of an umbrella.
Tell me you're brainwashed without telling me you're brainwashed. Holy shit.
Weird, I said the same thing. Weird, I said the
You're a
same
fucking lunatic, literally. We're gonna open the insane asylums and back open and you're going straight into the psych ward.
He's angry.
I don't
Look, she's collecting look at the crowd. We got a crowd. We got a bear with a skateboard, a Quaker, a black conservative preacher, a couple of other live streamers.
I can't hear you over my megaphone.
We got 2 megaphones here.
It's not like a squeaker, bro. You're a squeaker.
You need 2 signs, one for me and one for him.
God bless you all. God bless you all. Indian bar. Why is your voice so high? God bless you all.
That's not very attractive.
God bless you all.
I don't care about being attractive, motherfucker.
What's your point, though? What are you trying to do out here?
What am I trying to do? Shut this place down and every Trump supporter with it.
So,
You pedophile protected motherfucker.
pedophile protecting motherfucker.
So right, you know.
Look up, you guys need to look up Terry Bean.
You're making his brain work too hard. You might have a stroke.
Terry Bean.
I know what a human being was. Get the fuck out.
America, baby.
You guys need to look up Terry Bean. You know who Terry Bean is?
Thoughts for a minute might cause this man to die.
Do you know who Terry Bean is?
Very low IQ.
Terry Bean.
Oh, he's chanting Nazi stuff. Dance, bolt yourself off a building. Dance, bolt yourself into a pit.
From being the home of the free and the land of the
I'm
brave.
really scared. The Nazis wagging a finger.
You don't think you can get your ass whipped by this old lady?
Why would you want to whip my ass? I'm just standing here on the street.
Because you're out here supporting this shit. Get the fuck
Why? I'm just standing here in the city of Portland.
It's
Guys,
embarrassing
this is what we're dealing with. What do you guys think about this, chat? Someone should drive through the block. The guy with the megaphone
over here
was harassing Tommy this afternoon. I don't think that was the same guy. Satanios.
Oh, he thinks that he can get a megaphone too and be as awesome as I am. You can't because you're a Nazi. You have the mind of a 6-year-old. Shut up. You have the mind of a 6-year-old.
You're gonna get hit by the car here.
Trumpinator forever! Terminator Trump, baby!
Don't hurt your friend here.
Hey, Napoleon, have you
How you
given
doing?
enough attention yet?
Hey, you want to go stand over here where it's dry? You want to stand over here where it's dry? That's where I'm going to go. You're welcome to come along if you'd like. Oh. Hey, Jordy. I picked up a shadow. How you doing? Good to see you guys.
You want to see my lighter? It's pretty fun. Wait. No, where is it?
No, but you know when I broke my wrist, remember you were telling me about my watch, which I'm not wearing? I broke one of the boobs on my watch, so I'm down to one strobe on it, so that's all right. I have to
check it out. It's a dog in the car with his hand out the window. Isn't that great?
What's it say? What's the dog say?
Oh, it's just a dog on the glider.
That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. So I told him about an idea. I think two of you younger, smarter, more articulate guys would be good for that. I'm going to check it out. I went and did some research after we talked this afternoon, and it was the auditor's website, like I said, and I would love to see you guys do it because everybody always says, like, we want to shut this place down. And it's like, you're not going to shut the place down by yelling at a blank building. They haven't even come out. But if you guys go in front of city council and you say, I'm part of the, shut down the ICE facility, lobby. Oh, yeah. I even said that to Holly today. She was actually very receptive to it. Yeah, you guys should. I mean, we should probably do the same thing. I don't know that we have any people that are that willing because I've been trying to get people that are willing to do it. But the other thing is, if you guys look online, if you go to the Secretary of State website and look and see where you live and who your representative is, your state representative, there's a lot of districts that aren't even represented. And if you guys, you could run for office unopposed and even get through the primary. That's what I did in 2020, and I got through the primary in Congress, and I was in the stolen election, but it was fucking badass. And you know what? Once I got past the primary, I'm like, this shit is real. I have to study the Constitution, and I'm fucking looking at laws and trying to figure out what my thing is.
You think you know, but then you get to that point, you're like, I better actually.
But it was COVID, so literally nobody was thinking about it. So it's unopposed. In fact, there are 2 congressional representatives or districts who aren't even they're unopposed right now. There's only Democrats running. So if we switch to a Republican, you could probably get in there.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, maybe next time. Richard, I'm going to stand here next to you where it's dry. Is that okay? I told you Richard doesn't like me. He always runs away. Poor Richard. So we met some interesting people today. I like the lady from Lincoln City. I don't like that crazy lady with the sign, although she is quite energetic. I will say that. She's very active. So for those of you, just to recap, this is the Iceman. I'm broadcasting on YouTube with literally no viewers, and I'm broadcasting on X with 592 viewers. Hello, X people. Yes, it is Fixer posted a pic of him. Needs a joint, rabid animals. Yes, some of them are just crazy, and some of them are actually okay people, but they're out here blocking traffic. You can never know when people do that if they're supporting which side they're supporting. It's starting to rain pretty hard out there. if you guys can see, it's starting to rain pretty good out there, so people are heading for the cover of the Reach building. The Reach building says, "Please do not vandalize. We are a nonprofit. We are not associated with the ICE building. We believe everyone deserves a place to call home." That's what the Reach people say. Hey, there he is. How you doing, young man? Good to see you. Come join us here out of the rain. It's raining pretty hard now. Is Chachi in the car? Good old Chachi. I didn't bring his biscuits again. I keep forgetting the biscuits. I was out at the mayor's house today, so I had kind of a truncated day. For those of you who don't know, this is Patriot Rider. He's Chachi's dad. We love Chachi, but Chachi's not safe out here right now. And he would be cold and he would be wet. Is he pretty good in the car?
Yeah, he's fine.
Has he got a little
He
bed?
wants to come out here. He wants to fuck with these guys.
Lies and discrimination.
Yeah, we got this small pocket of idiots over there. Other than that, most people are here pretty cool tonight, but it's just this one small pocket of idiots. We went down to the mayor's house today, and they had a thing at the mayor's house. It was stupid. I mean, it's just like this. They're just yelling at an empty building. It's like, what's the point? I'm actually trying to help get these guys some ideas so they can get their points across. I know. It's a nice neighborhood, too.
No, you got double up.
Well, yeah, look how many people are there on my... I must be doing something wrong on YouTube. Are you on YouTube, or what are you doing? You're on X?
X.
Yeah. So this is X, and this is YouTube, but apparently I must not be doing something right because my YouTube... See, I tried to get on YouTube so I could go horizontal.
I noticed you were stalling out when you're walking back.
That's what everybody says. I was supposed to work for this guy or stream for this guy back east, but I think he's going to fire me after he sees all my buffering, which is just as well.
Well, I'm going to walk over there and watch him fucking get
All right, buddy. Be safe. Here comes a cock rider. I think this is so funny, this person in this cock rider outfit. I mean, really? A cock rider? That's literally, that is a rooster, also known as a cock, and it is a person riding on the cock. So, I'm not kidding. Literally, it is a cock rider.
That you're a Nazi.
That is a very, very unique costume there. I mean...
That's a guy wearing Nazi symbols. Right. That's a guy wearing Nazi symbols. Right. Yeah, right.
I think Prince just walked by.
Yeah, COVID immunity! Woo! I love being immune to COVID!
I would go over there, but who wants to get wet? Not me. I'm over here staying nice and dry, nice and dry. We're over here in Antifa Corner, also known as the inflation station.
Arguments redundant.
So when I get home tonight, we're going to compare the streams. I have a funny feeling that I'm obviously doing something wrong on YouTube because I've got literally one person. So hello to my one person on YouTube. Say hello in the chat. I'm glad you're here. Look up to the top of the building. Stream is really glitchy if your Wi-Fi is up. That was the last comment. That was a long time ago. Yeah, there's nobody at the top of the building, and I don't want to look up because there's rain, but I'm underneath this alcove here, under the protection of this alcove. Over here, this person next to me is having a little bit of smoke. Probably a good idea. Everybody over there is in the crowd.
I'm really proud to say that he's going to go full skinhead mode.
Waiting to see.
Embarrassing.
Everybody's waiting to see who's gonna jump first or flinch first. It's all really sort of silly because they've taken their attention off of the whole thing. There's that guy. He's wearing a megaphone, but he hasn't been very active here.
Should not be doing.
Let's see here. Oh, my YouTube channel is Politics Out West. Politics Out West. So if you're watching on, like I do, I watch on X on my phone, and then I watch streams on YouTube on my home TV. And the whole idea was to do at least 2 hours on YouTube tonight. Both streams have been interrupted, but people are saying it's glitchy, so I got to figure that out. But we've been 2 hours on YouTube, and we're going horizontal on YouTube. So I think you might have to subscribe to me on YouTube, but I should still have more than. I literally have 0 people watching on YouTube right now, so something funny's going on, but it looks like the stream is active, so I'm going to get home tonight and I'm going to check it out and figure it out. Am I blocked? You shouldn't be blocked. Nobody's blocked. I don't think you're blocked. Oops, sorry. Yeah, it's really wet out here. The smart people are over here under the alcove, right? This is a smart place to be. The rest of the people are out there yelling at an empty, dark building in the rain on a Saturday night.
When you claim to be an independent thinker, that's not very independent thinker of
What's the point? I found you and you are live. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for doing that. Thank you for checking. At least I know it's working. I don't know why. All right. Well, hello to my one person on YouTube. I mean, it's weird because there's 640 people on X, which I'm not surprised. That's actually a big number considering there's a whole bunch of other live streamers out here. Some much more famous than the Iceman. But I'm the only one with this under the building perspective. I'm the only one that's here at the inflation station. Over here in the belly of the beast, over here with the smart people, over here where it's nice and dry, over here with my new friend smoking a bowl. We've got about 6 more minutes and we've fulfilled our obligation to be here for 2 hours. Thank you. Yes, Politics Out West. Here comes this person.
Did the rest of it slide down your throat? Are you gagging on it? Was it tough to swallow?
At least these guys are smart enough to use their umbrella, right? I would go over there, but it's not very dry under there. I might go over there. There's a little bit of a cover, but it's still dripping. It's literally raining. I wouldn't say cats and dogs, but it's raining a lot harder than it was earlier today. Well, it looks like the crowd has broken up a little bit there. Broken up a little bit. It doesn't look very dry. It looks like that thing actually leaks a little bit, so it's not a very good umbrella. The metal things are leaking. Down here, Patriot Corner's pretty empty down there. I kind of want to be nice to some of these people, but some of these people piss me off because they have a history of doing bad stuff to some of my friends and patriots. Like that one weird tranny there who played the violin. He punched one of the patriots many weeks ago, and we can't let that slide. We can talk to them, but we can't let it slide. We're going to go stand over here. So we got this nice pole that says, fuck ICE, kill ICE, don't obey, fuck Trump, keep the immigrants, deport the racists, fascism, frogs, together strong. This one says, born to cry, gender is a fuck. I don't know what that means. Gender is a fuck? Frogs, together strong. Fascism. Miss Mary can clip these later, hopefully, and we can see exactly what they say, but they just say silly things. Born to cry. What's this one say? If you're not anti-fascist, what are you? This one says village idiot with a picture of Trump, and yet it's put up there by the group that walks around in rubber ducky costumes. So go figure. I thought this would give us some protection here from the rain, but it is clearly not working. So we're going to go stand back under here again, where it's nice and dry. I had to come back here. It's nice and dry. Nice and dry. I wonder how those chicken costumes, if they're dry inside when it rains like this. Stream is really glitchy. When I was 7 years old, we used to catch frogs, build a frog, and roast them. This would be a good time to roast a frog. Hey, thanks for the bread. I understand you made the bread. It was really tasty.
Yeah.
There you go. Was it sourdough, or what type of bread was it?
It's like kind of, I call it like semi-sourdough.
Very light and fluffy. Very good. And a perfect crust, I must say.
Yeah, it's a very wet dough, and you throw it in a really hot Dutch oven, like hotter than the bake temperature. Like,
to rise or to bake?
To bake.
Okay.
And like 550 degrees, so when you pull the Dutch oven out, it's super heated. You throw the dough in, put the lid on, put it in the oven, turn the temp down to like 450, which is still high for bread.
Yeah.
But what creates that crust is like all the steam, because it's very wet dough.
Oh,
so
okay, the
like
steam.
An industrial bakery, or a bakery will have like an industrial steam oven. So I think that's why you get like crust. It's hard, but if you're cooking at home, like in a residential oven,
yes,
that is one way to.
I've tried that because I went through a pizza and focaccia phase, and I tried putting like a cup of water in the oven at 450 with the pizza, and I couldn't take. Yeah, it didn't work that great.
No,
but
that's what I've read. That I tried it once, and
still better than homemade.
Yeah.
Well,
so one thing you could do. I mean, there's also like the whole baking steel thing. Right?
Yeah, you mean like the baking pan, like a
stone?
Pan, yeah,
like,
yeah.
There's like carbon steel, or no, like like a baking steel it's like a baking stone. It'll be a really thick slab of metal that's like the size of a pizza, and like so part of it is like as soon as the crust like when you open the oven and you put something in it, you lose heat.
Yeah, right.
So I mean, like you have that steel that like holds onto heat like really well.
Interesting.
Like, it'll keep the oven
so
warmer.
It keeps it hot with that initial cook. But you can't leave it in there that long, obviously. But that's good input. I always think the crust is the best part of the pizza. I put very little cheese and toppings and tomato on it, but I love it's all about the crust.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a good crust, then you really don't want like too much of that other stuff.
Yes.
You can't really taste it.
I've been making focaccia / pizza lately, and my crust is like that thick, and I just love it. Yeah. Well, anyway, I appreciate it. It was really good.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Chris, otherwise known as Iceman. Sorry, I got a broken hand there, but
my name's Josh.
Nice to meet you, Josh. I know we probably have some different opinions, but we can agree on pizza and good dough crust. And the lady who was nice enough to pass it out told me.
We do have different opinions.
But that's okay. Don't worry.
No, it's okay.
I'm actually was helping you guys to try to get to a point where, and you might be able to help them as sort of an, I don't want to say an elder statesman, but try to get some of these young guys to do what I was suggesting, which is go to the city and get in touch with the auditor's office and start lobbying with the city, because the way you're going to really change things at the city to get this shut down, if that's what you guys are trying to do, is to go through the city, not to invade their meetings, but to actually set up as a lobbyist group. And
I don't know. So I just want the government to stop hurting people. That's all. I mean, like
valid point.
I didn't think they should have killed the people at Ruby Ridge, even though I feel like it's.
I'm with you on that. I don't like violence. I don't like the antagonism, and I think we can all agree to disagree on certain things. Just like the Super Bowl, somebody might want the Chiefs or the Patriots, and somebody might want the Seahawks, right? Although I think most people want the Seahawks around here. But you know what I mean. It's like we can agree to disagree. But valid point.
Anyway,
Ruby Ridge was a long time ago.
It was, but I mean, I feel like that's state violence too, and they did not. It was heavy-handed. They didn't have to do it. It was the FBI. It was the FBI and ATF. And there's Waco too. I mean, like, there's ample evidence that the ATF, FBI, like those people
went overboard. Use their authority overwhelmingly.
someone was trying to negotiate, and they just
I know, it's hard to hear.
Okay, sorry, I gotta go.
No, that's all right. That's all right. It was nice. I actually like Josh and I like Jordy, so I like both of these guys. This guy and I haven't been able to get along, but maybe we can stop yelling at each other one of these days. At least we can agree to stay out of the rain, right? Yeah. That's what I've been saying lately. My approach is we can agree to disagree, we can have different opinions, and we don't have to yell and scream and use profanity at each other.
Yeah.
Especially old guys like you and me. You're not that old, but some old guy like me, we're too old for this stuff.
I'm 60.
We got to leave that. Hey, I'm pretty close to that, so we got to leave this for these youngster people.
Yeah, I know.
Younger
There's
people.
really no point in yelling at somebody with a megaphone when they're 3 feet from you.
I think we're doing better than that, and to give you guys credit, I think that you guys have made some, you know, the protesters nationwide have made some progress, because even the Trump administration, who you guys all despise, have at least said that they're going to use a softer tone, and they've turned down the lights and they don't have the snipers. So I think, you know, you got to take small victories. But what I was telling these guys, because I think they should take a more political view, is I would love to see the city, instead of ignoring what's going on, like get together a round table and get some people who are lobbying and actually articulating. I mean, your goal here is to shut down that building. So the way to do that is to go to the people that have the authority to do that. Not to shut down and crash their meetings, but to set up, you know, there's a system for that. So I hope that we can come to, you know, some kind of common ground. We'll see. Yeah, I think so. I mean, we're all neighbors in a way, and you know, and we all share the same community. So there's ways to get those goals.
Like everything through the right channels down there, but we're also coming here.
Yeah, and that's nothing wrong with that.
Because I know ICE is there, and you never know when they're going to just, you know, you can't really follow them around, or they will.
Right. I mean, look at it. We haven't come out in the 3 hours I've been here. So, but I mean, we all know they're there. We all know that they're doing. But I even talked to Holly Brown today at the mayor's house. I mean, they go to the mayor's house, and the mayor probably wasn't there either. So, you know, just shouting at a. I mean, it does feel good. There's a little bit of that rage against the machine mentality. I get that, but to really be effective on both sides, is I'd like to see it more of like an understanding and a dialogue. Look at there.
It's hard to have a dialogue though.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the first few nights I was here, I tried to talk to people on the right, and
well, I think that there's those untractable positions on both sides, and
I agree.
Hopefully there's enough.
There are some,
and
there's
even
some unbalanced people on both sides, I think.
That I would agree with. Well, hopefully it'll all figure out, because coming out here in the middle of the winter in the rain is sort of silly sometimes. Oh, what is it? Little baby Jesus? Thank you.
It was great talking to you tonight.
It was nice talking to you. I hope we can get some movement here. I appreciate it. Thank you.
We all want a better world, right?
May I ask what denomination you are? You look like Presbyterian. Okay. My great-great-grandfather was Presbyterian. They had a Presbyterian church back in Indiana many years ago. They actually built the church, believe it or not. So go figure. Yeah, but even within our own family, we had, like, you know, there were the Presbyterians and there were the agnostics. So, you know, it's the same all over, like we were saying. You get both sides. But thank you for that. I'm going to use that and put it in my house. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Okay, see you later. Well, it looks like the rain lightened up a little bit, so I'm going to try to hit the road. I've been out here for 2 hours. Can you believe it? And in 2 hours, they haven't come out. What's funny is the guys on that side are showing their sign to the guys on that side, and they're talking back and forth, but they're both on the same side. So go figure. All right, guys. Well, have a good night. Be safe. See you later. Well, that guy didn't look very friendly. Not at all. That last guy there. Marcus?
I came back.
What? Look at you. You're ready for action. Marcus has got a fucking gas mask. You ready to go do some distance?
Just because of last time, you know, so it's like...
He's smart. Not going to happen. You know, what I found out is over by the inflation station, there's 2 people there that look like they're sitting there, and I went back like an hour later, and they're sitting in the exact same position. They're fucking mannequins, and one of them's got a mask on. I'm like, I'm going to go over there and steal that mask a little bit later if I need one, so go check them out. We got to get you some goggles, too.
Well, I know that whole place is satanic. It's like a ritual or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's crazy.
They're crazy, I know. Did you hear the lady came by here and shot at Tommy last night? Did you hear that story?
Yeah, I was there.
Were you there?
I was there with my brother.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I saw you. I left like right earlier, and then right when I left and I went home, I saw you came up and a couple people walked up.
Yeah,
I go
left
home
too.
early.
Me and my brother just left.
What did your brother think of this place?
He didn't like it. It was just very sad to see, like, his opinion, people, is just like, as Christians, we should not like cuss. And I'm not.
Yeah.
For myself, I have a hard time cussing.
Yeah.
But as a Christian, we should be better to respect one another. But the thing is, it's like, I'm not saying like to not cuss, but it's like it's very hard to like respect one another, which they don't respect us because they don't want violence.
Right.
And they don't want all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
I've taken that same approach, is to try to be less confrontational and less aggravating. And have, like you said, have a conversation.
Have a one-on-one
understanding.
conversation and see like we're not all perfect. Just to have a one-on-one conversation and see if we can get everything right. Like, we're not perfect. I'm not better than these people. They're not better than us. We're all not perfect in this life. But at least
I like your approach, and even on our side, we can work with some people on our side because the cussing and all that. And that's the thing I get from these guys is one thing they don't like about us is that is not really our position so much about ICE, but it's some of the approaches and the words that we use. So as a Christian, I think that's something we can all work on, including me for sure.
I'm just saying, people, as a 20-year-old, 1-year-old man, I'm very young, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to be better as a human being. I'm not perfect as myself with people around me, but I can tell you this: don't be rude to your family and your father, especially your father and your mother and your siblings. If you're the youngest in the siblings, respect your siblings and listen to them.
I'm getting
my
hearts.
Experience.
I'm getting hearts. This is Marcus, you guys. He's an upstanding young man. This is the future of America.
I listen to my older siblings, and they don't like that I'm here, but it's a long story.
Does your mom? I know you're having trouble keeping it. You're keeping it from your mom. Does your mom? Have you broken it to her that you come down here a couple times? Have you talked to her?
I'm here, but
she doesn't know.
She doesn't know, but I should not be here. But I love my country, but I don't hate people. But I know that Christ is King, and these rapists should go and repent or back to their countries. But I believe repentance is the only way to change. And then if you guys are listening to this, please repent.
Dude, you sound like a young, up-and-coming Charlie Kirk, exactly. And that's the message.
And one more thing, it's the church's fault are not speaking about homosexual and sex trafficking. That's the biggest problem.
What church do you go to?
I go to Atheist. But it's not that church, but just...
An atheist church?
Atheist Creek is a church. It's a really good church.
What denomination is it?
It's not a denomination.
Oh, okay.
It's a very good church, but I'm just saying, like, it's not that church. But there's a lot of churches in America that don't speak the truth. And this is what happens with America and society now, is that they accept everyone and think that Jesus is just love. But Jesus is love, but also he did this, something else for his...
I'm Catholic, and I see the same thing. I have controversies within my own church and their own beliefs, but I still believe, like you said, in the Trinity and God the Father, and especially the Holy Spirit, because I think the Spirit lives within everybody, and it's the one thing that we all share.
You know what's it's funny is that my brother said, like, and he was talking to someone else, like, you can feel there's like an evil energy down here, and I feel it too, man. And I believe it. You know, like there's a satanic place right down there, people, over there, that for like some ritual stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
stay away from the demons, man. And Marcus is a scratch golfer, right?
Yeah.
I tell people that.
I'm pretty good, so.
Really?
Pretty good.
You ever play Portland Golf Club? Do you get around to other clubs, or just?
I have played. What's that one golf course? Red Tail. I'm really good. I shot 101, but I am trying to become pro at golf.
Trying to break 100. What about? Do you ever play Columbia Edgewater? Do they ever?
I haven't.
That's out in your neighborhood a little bit.
I wish I could play there, but hopefully I will.
That's a tough one. One of these days, you're still young. All right, man. I'm gonna let you go. Nice talking to you. I'm gonna head this way. Cost, did you run out of batteries? You were giving it a good workout there, buddy. Giving them hell. That's Costin, another one of our young patriots. He was down there with the bullhorn, giving them hell, giving them hell. All right, we're gonna come down here and see what Tommy's up to. Look at this place.
If you think about it, they didn't do what they said.
This is the apartment building. This is like the office, and they've never come out here, but they definitely give support to Antifa. I don't know why.
And yes, I would be a Nazi.
They were promised that number 2,000 years ago.
Literally. They're fucking.
How you doing, bro?
Well, I don't
You good?
get the
I'm gonna go home and work on your sign. I think I'm gonna cut out of here. Last time I cut out of here. I cut out of here too early last night. I missed all the action. I could have taken the bullets for you, or the BBs.
We don't need that.
Your poor wife. She's really worried about you
She
today.
stresses out, bro.
Oh, she's so sweet.
It sucks.
Everybody
for her.
give a prayer for Mrs. Tommy. Mr.
It's
and
so
Mrs.
stressful
Tommy
for
are
her, but she
doing
knows
great
we
things.
have to do this. It's stressful for her, but she loves what we're doing. So she watches my lives. She doesn't put it down, you know what I mean? And it's stressful the whole time, and I hate that. But we have to stand up and fight right now. We have to be out here doing something.
What do you think about that? Make her a congresswoman. Ha! All right, buddy. I'm gonna hit the road. I'm gonna work on your sign.
That men can become women. Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock.
Yep.
Take it easy. Be safe.
Have a good night.
Good seeing you, man.
All
right, guys.
We're going to a Super Bowl party tomorrow, so.
Oh, that's right. May or may not. I hear you. All right. We'll think about you. All right, you guys. So this is Iceman. I think we're going to hit the road here tonight. We're going to put out the flame. We're going to hit the road. We've been here for 2 hours and 13 minutes at least. Friend or foe? Friend or foe?
Friends, sir.
All right, looking good. How you guys doing? Good to see you. Good to see you guys. All right, good. All right, cool. It's so hard when everybody is, hey man, it's in black block. I'm in like blue plaid block, but that doesn't do anything. Well, good.
It always takes me like a delayed 10 seconds to be like, do I know? Are we good?
It's pretty quiet down there, but there's a couple of real spicy people. There's one lady who's down there who's just cussing everybody with a sign. She's a pain in the ass. And there's another guy down there with a megaphone. But other than that, it's pretty cool. There's nothing going on. They haven't even come out of the ice building. They haven't turned on the lights, and everybody's just screaming at the building. It's so silly.
Oh, do they have the front lights off right now?
Yeah, they don't even have the floodlights on or anything, and I haven't seen any movement in the ice building at all. So it's just silly. I'm gonna go home. I'm trying to get everybody to make signs and go to like dollar store and make a sign like whatever you think your sign should say, deport all illegals or we love ICE or whatever. And one of these days we're gonna come down here and go up the street and do a sign waving and just kind of take a different approach than what we've been approaching.
I think we have one Saturday the 28th, right?
Okay, yeah, the 28th. But I want to, at least for that, like we can all get together some night somewhere and have a sign making party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, probably you're going to be in that call tomorrow, maybe. Yeah. I don't know with the Super Bowl. I don't know how many people are going to be in that 7 o'clock call, but I'm going to talk to Stacey about that. I think she's at the Blazer game. You guys know what the Blazers won tonight?
No, I haven't even.
I haven't either.
Who are they playing?
The Grizzlies. My buddy's down in Las Vegas, and he bet the spread. So if the Blazers win by more than 9, the spread he bet $50, and there's a 9.5 point spread. So hey, chat. Yeah, they won by 20 last night. Does anybody know if the Blazers won? I literally look at this. I'm trying to do YouTube. I have one person on YouTube, and I have 748 people on X. So
yeah.
I think I'm doing something wrong with YouTube. I got to figure that out when I get home.
Did you post your link, your YouTube link on X?
I did, but I think I might have it on private or something. So I'm going to go home and get out of the rain and figure it out.
All right. Well,
so be safe. Nice seeing you guys. Okay, take care. All right, you guys. This is Iceman. I'm going to go get in the car here. We're going to, hey, see you later. Take it easy. Be safe. We are going to try to see some of our results. It's raining like shit out here. I'm not supposed to get my cast wet, so I really need to get in the car and keep it dry. I think I can put you guys right here temporarily. Hopefully you won't fall over. All right. We are in Iceman's car. Iceman is turning on the engine. One thing I like about this car is it's got a heated wheel and a heated seat. So that was a good night. It's kind of fun. We had some good conversations. I'm trying to take a different approach. If you guys hadn't noticed, I'm not 100% successful at it, but I'm trying to spend a little bit more time trying to dialogue with these people. And believe it or not, I think there's more of a willingness to do that. What I don't want to do is to antagonize people into a violent situation, because that never does anybody any good. And it's not that I'm afraid of these guys, but one thing I don't want to do is I really don't want to go to jail. I really don't want to end up in a lawsuit, and I really don't want to end up, doing things that my conscience tells me I shouldn't do. So I might have a little different approach than some of the other people out here right now, but I really don't think so. I think we all kind of can agree what we're doing is moving in the right direction, but we can always, modify our approach. So I'm going to keep you guys on as long as I can here. It's raining cats and dogs. It's supposed to rain harder all night, and it's supposed to rain even harder tomorrow. So I think we had a break for a couple of hours in the rain, although my hair is soaking wet. I'm going to feel my cast has stayed pretty dry because I've been able to keep it under my flannel. One thing about Oregon, you realize if you live in Oregon, flannel works great in the rain until it doesn't. But it's really great, and it's if you've got some good old like Pendleton flannel or Pendleton wool, it's great to be able to use that until it gets completely soaked. And then when it gets completely soaked, it's no good. Here's a poor person in a wheelchair out in the rain in a hoodie. So hopefully they're doing okay. Yeah, so today we went over to the mayor's house. The only reason I was there was not so much to protest or counter-protest, but just to kind of give numbers and support to our people, because they were outnumbered. We had a good conversation with one of the leftist leaders there about trying to see a way to come to a common ground. Someday, somehow, this has got to end, right? We can't do this forever, and somebody's got to start trying to forge that middle ground, find that way, and take the extremists off of both sides. And I've started to think that we might be able to find a way to be able to get people to get along without having to sacrifice our values. I'm not giving in, I'm not capitulating, and at the same time, I think we can find a way to get people where they need to be. I have a funny feeling that, the people that work for ICE probably wish that there was, a middle ground as well. So I think that the White House and their administration has signaled a change, and I can tell you personally, from being boots on the ground, that we're not seeing the same hostility or level of defensiveness or aggression even from the federal agents. In other words, they're not standing on the roof. Now, it was raining like cats and dogs today, so that might be the reason, but they're not tear gassing, they don't have the floodlights on, they're not sending a battalion of people out of the gate to let people in and out. And I don't know what's going on with the encounters, but even President Trump signaled that in jurisdictions that don't assist and don't invite him in, he's going to kind of go with the path of least resistance, which means that maybe he's going to put sanctuary places like Oregon on hold. That's not necessarily good, but it will cut down on some of the animosity that we have between the combatants. So people going out on the streets and basically being vigilantes and trying to solve problems militarily with plastic shields and BB guns and megaphones is really futile, right? And I've always said that resistance is futile. That kind of resistance really is futile. Now, what's not futile is dialogue and articulating one's position in a way that is sensible and works towards a resolution rather than a conflict. So yeah, it was a good night tonight. The only problem was I was supposed to be streaming for somebody, and I think I kind of let them down. But I've been on YouTube now for 2 hours and 21 minutes, so I hope you guys enjoy the YouTube. I can't hold this up anymore. I guess I can take it out here and I can hold it up a little bit, hold it on my knee. You guys can see out the window a little bit. I've got literally 0 people on YouTube, and I've got 794 people, it looks like, on X. So X, thank you. Make sure you follow me if you don't follow the Iceman. If you can go over to my YouTube page. I actually have a YouTube page called Iceman, but I've only got like 3 people on there. My main YouTube page is Politics Out West, but I think what I did was I tried to hit the public setting. I must have kept it on private because I think the only people that can go there are people who subscribe to me, but I still have like 500 subscribers on my YouTube page, so people should be able to be on YouTube. The reason I chose YouTube is A, somebody kind of asked me or required that I do it, and B, it does, I wanted to see if I could break down so I don't buffer as much as I was on X, and I'm in horizontal mode, so I'm simultaneously live streaming on YouTube in horizontal or landscape mode, and I'm on X in my regular mode, which is portrait or vertical mode. So we're kind of doing an experiment tonight. I'll be able to watch my stream tomorrow, although to be honest with you, I don't always go back and watch my stream, but I do very much appreciate the comments that people tell me, yes, your stream was good, or no, your stream was terrible, or I like this, or I like that. So keep the comments coming, you guys. If you can't comment in the actual chat for some reason, because for some reason my chat is hit and miss, you can definitely put the comments on my page, and I read every single one of them and try to respond to them as well. So right now we're back in the tunnel. We're heading west towards the Batcave. It is raining like crazy, as you can see, and we are going to get home, turn on YouTube and X, and from home I'm going to try to make up a few signs, and we're going to get a good night's sleep tonight. I have to say, I got up late today, and I was going to go to that thing over at the mayor's house much earlier than I actually got there. But when I saw that Tommy was over there and it looked like he didn't have much support, I hustled and got in the car. So I didn't get a lot done today. I slept in, and then I went over to the mayor's house protest and actually had some interesting very brief time with Holly Brown. She's a young, very outspoken young lady. She's the leader of what I guess we would call the opposition. But she's a very outspoken young woman. You know, when you get her off the megaphone, she's not stupid. She's very, I don't want to say emotional, but she's very committed to her cause. And I'm just trying to help her in whatever way I can, because people like that have really, they have a raw talent, and it can be on both sides. And believe it or not, a lot of people can go from one point of view to another point of view throughout the course of their lives. And I had a few minutes to talk to her and gave her some suggestions on how she could maybe come to a solution, because it's going to take somebody on the left and some people on the left and some people on the right to be able to come up with a solution for what's going on. And if we can solve it here in Portland, we can probably solve it in Minneapolis, and we can solve it in Chicago, and we can solve it throughout the rest of this country. And we can, what they cringe at when we say we can make America great again, but maybe we can make America peaceful again. And maybe we can make Americans at peace with one another, because there's nothing worse than having one group of Americans fighting against another group of Americans in America. I mean, that, as we learned in 1863 or whatever, that's, you know, that led to a civil war. And we don't need to be at war with each other. We don't need to be this hostile. We all live in the same community. And as I drive around Portland, I find that it's a beautiful, beautiful place. Oregon is a beautiful, beautiful place. The thing that screws up Oregon is the crime, the drugs, the the fringe people on both left and right, but more on the left actually. But and just bad politics, you know, people who are overtaxed. What's interesting about Oregon is because it's a sanctuary city, there's a lot. I mean, you talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion. There's a lot more in a place like Oregon because they have declared themselves a sanctuary jurisdiction. So people literally move here from all across the country and all across the world for that diversity. So people who are more conservative as I am and have seen the changes over the last few years, or last few decades I should say, it's difficult to reconcile because you want people to have kind of, I mean, yes, there is benefits to diversity, but there's also a certain benefit to homogeneity. What's that a word? Homogeneity, where people are, you know, like-minded. That doesn't mean they have to be the same color. I'm not saying be racist. And I get charged with being racist and being a Nazi and being a white supremacist. But those are the ignorant people. You know, the people who have nothing else to do but to complain, where if they just looked at some of the opportunities that were there, they might not feel that way. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking tonight. It's been a long day. It's been a long night. It's raining like crazy. I'm glad I'm going home. I actually talked to a guy who was one of the guys on the left. I don't think he realized that I was a lefty because I was standing there at his corner until he talked to me for 5 minutes. But we had a good discussion, and I'm trying to, you know, find that middle ground with a lot of people because we clearly are divided on politics. But, you know, when it comes right down to it, we're all in the same community, right? So we're going to try to find the common ground, not the uncommon ground. I mean, if you ask anybody, the two things you really shouldn't bring up unless you want to expect to have an argument is politics and religion. And down there, that's all we're doing is we're talking politics and religion with people. So you're going to expect to have some very pointed points of view. But like I said, that doesn't mean we all can't get along. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and try to close this down, you guys, a little bit earlier. If you have any comments, please like, please subscribe. If you have not yet gone to my YouTube page, please go there to Politics Out West and subscribe to it. And if you can find me on YouTube, I have another YouTube page called Iceman, something. But Iceman is my other YouTube page, and I think the key is I have a video of Suzanne Bonamici. I've only got like 3 videos on there, and I checked today and I only have like 6 subscribers, so I need to have 50 subscribers, and I need to put some more shorts, and then I can actually live stream as Iceman on YouTube instead of having to go to Politics Out West. Politics Out West is my YouTube channel I've had for years, and there's all kinds of various content there about politics and history and my family background, and probably a lot more than people want to see. But all my live streams from this are there, and I think the reason I only have one person on YouTube, hello YouTube person, is I probably have the settings wrong. But if I go back and change the setting from private to public, then everybody will be able to watch this whole video, because I've been on YouTube for 2.5 hours tonight, and I'm hoping that my YouTube, besides being a horizontal format instead of vertical format, I'm hoping that there's a lot less buffering on my YouTube page. So I'm in traffic, I'm in the rain, I don't want a cop to come up from behind me, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off, you guys. This is Iceman over and out. Have a good, safe night, and make sure you like, subscribe, and leave your comments. Okay, checking out with YouTube, or no, hold on, I'm going to go off of X first. Goodbye, X people. All right, and YouTube, I love you guys. Thanks for coming out, but I'm going to cancel.